So I was thinking about doing something at least once a month about just like a little catch up, check in kind of thing. Um, just my thoughts, my opinions, my things that are just going on throughout my life, and kind of focusing more on the mental health of it all. Um, Lately, there's been a lot going on that I've been struggling, that I have been struggling with, and that I've been, of course, doing a lot of research, and of course, all the stuff that's going on in our world right now. And I guess the one good thing that is going on is the realization of mental health and the struggles that everyone faces. And it'll be something that I can get off my chest and kind of use as a vent mechanism as well. Um, but I'm gonna try to do it just at least once a month. If I like it and I see good results with it, with me personally, then I'll probably end up doing it more and more. But I just kind of want to break up some of the monotony that I'm feeling that I'm putting out or doing or anything like that, or just trying to do more. So, um, I mean, with everything going on with personal life, I mean, besides doing this content creation stuff, I mean, I do have other jobs outside of work or outside of this work, and a lot's getting to me, and I feel like I'm kind of slowing down with this, getting pigeonholed with things that I want to do, or that I feel I can't do, anything like that. And I mean, they always say your biggest critic is yourself, and I know I'm doing it to myself, but I want to get out of that get out of that block and try to push myself forward. I mean, there's a guy that I really like listening to or following. Um, it's Gary V, and he does a lot of inspirational talks or just little short um, chats about mental health, and that what you have time, no matter how old you are. I mean, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, whatever, like you still have time. And if you think about it, I mean, it's true. I mean, do you really think that growing up as kids to teens, I mean, that we were supposed to have things figured out? No, like it was. I mean, back in I think in like 2017, I I went through a very very dark time. I literally shut myself off. I sat in a corner in a room, pitch black, and I didn't know what to do. I was having a mini panic attack, and I needed to figure something out. I needed to do something. And then I mean, I started my writing, and then it was one after the other. Then I'm like, you know what? I want to do more. And then a few years later, I started this, and I mean, it's still going slow, and I think I'm putting more pressure on myself than what is really needed. Because, I mean, am I enjoying the things that I'm doing? Yeah. Am I like I'm not trying to be famous, not trying to be influential or anything like that. I just want to do stuff that I enjoy. I don't want to make it this strenuous pain in the ass kind of thing. I want to do it because I enjoy it. And that's been my goal. I mean, if I can make something out of it, cool, great. But if it's stuff that I like doing and it's fun and it really fuels my creative side, then you know what? I'm happy. I'm fine. And I got to keep on reminding myself that. And I mean, it took me like from that point, it was like 23 years of doing one thing one way. And then all of a sudden, like, you're kind of changing. You're changing your mindset. So it's like, you know what? The more I thought about it, I'm like, I have like another 23 years to perhaps get to the point that I want to be at. I mean, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be successes and failures and all that. But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you're not going to succeed all your life. And I mean, history has really proved that the quicker you have your successes, the quicker you're gonna fail because you're shooting up in fame and popularity, and then once society changes or the things that you are doing doesn't work anymore, then you have nothing. And society is so fickle. Society and likes changes. I mean, one day it's doing these freaking TikTok challenges or whatever, and people are rising to fame, or it's these dance craves that are going on all over, and then next thing you know, those aren't popular anymore. It's something else. It's like eating spicy food. Well, that's gonna die off, and then it's gonna change into something something else. Um, So I mean, society's fickle. Our likes and dislikes are ever changing. But I, I truly think that if you like what you're doing, then who cares? Who cares if people shower you with praise or with money or whatever? And that's also part of what Gary Vee kind of states as well. Is all you're just fueling your ego. You're not actually fueling your soul. Like, you're gonna be miserable because once that stops, it's almost like you feel useless, and that's not going to bring you happiness. Your happiness is not going to ever succeed if you're trying to make other people happy. If you're not making yourself happy, then honestly, you lost. So I think I'm that's where I want to go, and that's what I'm trying to remind myself constantly. It's hard, and I mean there are times that I mean I think that I fail, and I am, I guess, worthless, useless. Just I get so down on myself, and and then of course like you have other people around you. If you have other people around you, and they say that no, you're not useless, you're not pathetic or whatever. But honestly, that doesn't help because you still feel it. It's the internal stuff. So you got to get to that point of, of of getting that out and not feeling that way. And I mean, it's hard, but I mean, for me, I have a journal that I keep with me, and anything that bugs me or any little like I guess it's like a book of like mantras or sayings that I can just read over, and I can tell myself, and it kind of makes me feel better. It kind of snaps me out of that I guess that mild depression or that negative mindset. And I mean, it works sometimes, but it, I mean, it's gonna be a constant reminder and all that, but well, it's definitely something that I gotta work on. And I mean, there's plenty of stuff that I want to do with this content or with like the all over entertainment business and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I'm I'm trying to write I'm trying to write stories. I'm making videos. I want to change up with some of the videos that I do, but with doing it by myself, it's almost I also get that overwhelming feeling, and I gotta get over that. But so I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with it. I mean, the podcasts and stuff like that. I really do like podcasts, and I do actually want to convert some of my stories into like audiobooks and audio stories and stuff like that at one point. I mean, I'm also producing another podcast, Nerd Pop, and I mean that's going okay. Um, I also kind of want to do something with because I really love Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I mean, it goes off with my storytelling, and I really want to do something with that in in a mainly in a podcast form and stuff like that. Um, because I think it's fascinating. I mean, I think the way that people tell stories is always going to change, whether it be long form in novels or short form in like short stories or novellas or even audiobooks or or they also call them light novels for short stories and all. Um, so I mean the form I think of storytelling will change, but storytelling will always be there. So I mean you have it in video games, you have it in books, you have it in movies, television, like it's always going to be there. Um, so, and then I think with this thing as well, and I'm going to keep it as unedited as humanly possible. They're going to be short. I mean, this one's coming up to like 15 minutes, and I kind of wanted to keep it like around there. I would probably say 30 minutes at the max, which I don't think I could talk for that long by myself with just my own my own thoughts, um, and a more linear. I mean, I'm freaking sporadic here, but that's why I want this to be as crystal clear, unedited as possible. Just because I mean, that's me. But I mean, I do hope that we can we can grow the people that listen, that follow, and all that. I hope we can grow, and I hope it does grow. Um, I'm not I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm just taking it one step at a time because that's all I can do. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, you know what? I tried. I tried new things. I'm trying to do new things for myself, for my health, for my mental health, um, because I mean, I may not be the greatest at a lot of things, but I try to take pride in at least my creativity because, man, I guess that's kind of the only thing I got. So, but I hope that those that are listening will continue to listen, to watch, to like, to follow, to whatever. Um, and I hope I can keep on doing this. And again, like I'm gonna try to do this for at least once a month. Um, it'll depend on if I honestly want to like what I got to say, what things I want to do and stuff like that. So, but well, thank you for listening, and look for I guess look forward to whatever comes next. Thank you.